gave me this word on November 19th. So as the sun rises behind me, I want to bring forth the word that the Lord gave me. It would be November 19th, 2023. In Jeremiah 6, verses 19 through 21, we actually see where God says, "Hear, O earth, that I will bring evil." He says, "I will bring evil." And this evil, the word that he uses for evil, is the same evil as in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And so I asked him, "God, why did you create it? Why did you create that tree?" He said, "To reveal how good I am." And then I heard him say this to me: "Would you appreciate the warmth of the summer sun if you never had a rain cloud? Or the fruit from the rain without the harshness of that very same summer sun? Would life be precious to you if your days weren't numbered?" I knew the choices that would be made and the beauty that would thus be derived from it. There is beauty in suffering because I am the one that brings those ashes from suffering to new life. The journey in the midst of it is our love story, not just loving me because it's all you know. It's loving me when you could make a different choice. You could choose to love this world and feel fulfilled in many other ways, but you choose to love and be loved my way, knowing I do indeed only give good gifts, but who are you to say what is good? Have you created the heavens and the earth? Have you seen the end from the beginning? I am the Alpha and Omega. I know what is good. Good is a human thought, subjective in nature, even down to your taste buds. What is good for one is a bitter drink for another. This is why there is no formula for how I deal with my creation. I am the same God before, now, and in the future, and I know the heart of man. It is written that it is wicked. When it continually demands what is wicked in my sight, I will no longer hold that heart, but I will hand it over to its desires, according to Romans 1. Giving you the choice to love me is my goodness. Loving you no matter what you choose defines what is good. This world teaches, according to Jeremiah 1:16, this world teaches you to worship the works of your own hands. How dare you compare your hands of flesh and the works they perform to works of my hands? Your perspective is limited by what you have known in the time I have given you breath, while my perspective is eternal. Judging the work of my hands, not what I have asked from you. Judging the work of my hands is not what I have asked from you. Coming to me, asking for my judgment regarding the work of your hands is proper placement at my feet. I have told you I only give good gifts. I have told you every good gift and perfect gift is from above, according to James 1:7. I have said in trials you are blessed to receive the crown of life in James 1:12. Temptation comes from lust. It's the craving of the flesh, not the spirit. I will always let you choose, but I am a perfectly righteous judge along with being your father. Therefore, unrepented sin requires judgment. Then, as I quoted in James 1:17, he had me start breaking down those words, because at first he says he gives good gifts. And the words that he uses for good is beneficial, useful, if you look at the Greek. And the word for gift in Greek is a giving. So he says, my good gifts are to benefit you. They are useful in my pursuit of you. And then he says he gives perfect gifts, but he uses two completely different words if we look at it in the Greek. So the word for perfect is complete, brought to its end, fully finished. And the word for gift is a bounty, benefication. And that word benefication is, if you look at the definition of that word, it implies the treatment of raw material to improve physical or chemical properties, especially in preparation for smelting. And you may ask, what is smelting? And smelting is extraction of metal from its ore by a process of heating and melting. And that whole process of benefication, it's crushing, it's grinding. It includes a gravity concentration, which is where particles are actually separated from each other by the force of gravity. And it also includes this process called flotation concentration. Now, this is interesting. Flotation concentration is a method used to separate and concentrate ores by altering their surfaces to a hydrophobic or a hydrophilic condition. That is, that the surfaces will either be repelled or attracted by water. He said, I give the gift of never leaving you as you are, but bringing you to completeness. Proverbs 13:24 says, haven't I called you sons and daughters? He who spares the rod hates his son. And that word rod is a shebet. It's a stick for punishing. See, we think we come to him in purity, but the standard for purity is Christ. According to Romans 8:29, God has predestined his people to be conformed to the image of his Son. Then I heard the Lord say, if you had walked the earth at the time of Christ and observed this man of sorrows, would you be envious of his path and desire all of his gifts God gave him, not just the appealing ones? See, we must desire all God has for us, knowing his giving is beneficial. It is completing in us a bounty of benefication. And that is the end of the word. So I pray that this has blessed you today. As the sun has been rising behind me, I pray that you've seen the thumbprint of our Father in the sunrise this morning. And I just pray God blesses you and has given you more of his rich love in this word. God bless you.